Today on Good Morning Maine, Maine State Police are still investigating a shooting in Waldo County in the town of Knox. We'll have more details into that story.
Plus, the harm reduction nonprofit Needlepoint Sanctuary is in need of volunteers and donations to continue their weekly services.
And the University of Maine held their homecoming over the weekend, organizers saying it was their biggest celebration yet. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. Boy, it looked like a great turnout for homecoming up at U Maine. Lots of people going up there. We'll have some video coming up, and we'll talk with some folks that enjoyed all the festivities coming up. But first, a check of the forecast. We're keeping our eye on a hurricane that's brewing down in the Caribbean tonight. This morning, rather, and we'll tell you what's about the track of that storm. Around our neck of the woods, it looks like a rainy day ahead, and then maybe partly cloudy skies tomorrow.
We're going to turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Alrighty, here we go. We have a small crowd advisory that is posted until 8 p.m. as we head towards your Tuesday along the coast. Some active surf will be expected until about that time frame, so we will need to keep an eye on that. We do have an area of low pressure that continues to sit and spin, and that will be sending some rainfall in our direction. We'll definitely take it, though, as we continue to deal with some rather severe to extreme drought across a good part of the state. So whatever we can get, we'll definitely welcome. We do have high pressure not too far away either, keeping a good part of the Northeast and even Canada dry at this moment in time. So futurecast moving forward, we have more rain on the way for us today, and the rain will start to back off later on tonight, even as the sky becomes partly cloudy in the parts of Tuesday morning. So gusty winds also a thing today, reaching up to about 20, even 25 miles per hour at times. Your hourly forecast moving forward, again, mostly cloudy with rain on the way, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. Well, a police investigation is underway following an incident in Waterville. There are very few details at this time, but according to a sergeant with the city's police department, the incident occurred Sunday afternoon at the Hannaford, located on Kennedy Memorial Drive in the JFK Plaza. Some people posted on social media reported that they heard gunshots. Authorities say there is no threat to the public. More information is expected to be released later today.
Well, authorities say a man is in custody after allegedly shooting a woman outside a home in Otisfield over the weekend. According to the Oxford County Sheriff's Office, they responded to the residence on the Bell Hill Road around 7 p.m. Saturday night for a report of a woman shot in the hand. Upon arrival, police found a 28-year-old female victim who was treated at the scene and then transported to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The sheriff's office says the suspect, identified as 38-year-old John Puddle Jr. of Otisfield, had fired an AR-15 style rifle, quote, recklessly in the vicinity of the woman, subsequently shooting her. Puddle was arrested and the firearm was seized. He was taken to the Oxford County Jail. Authorities say he's now charged with reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon and aggravated assault. His bail was set at $5,000.
Maine State Police are still investigating a shooting in Waldo County that happened just before 4:30 on Thursday. State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says 40-year-old Aston Elwell of Knox had already been taken to Waldo County General Hospital before they arrived at the scene. She was eventually transferred to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center in Bangor with non-life-threatening injuries. Moss says a preliminary investigation indicates 3 males arrived at 1580 Bailey Road in a gold Jeep. Moss says the males were wearing ski masks and one of them shot Elwell as she answered the door. According to Moss, the suspects fled. Troopers were able to locate a vehicle of interest behind a nearby residence, which was seized for evidence processing. The 3 males have not been located. Moss says this is believed to be an isolated incident and there is no known danger to the public. If anyone has any information about the incident, they are asked to call the Augusta Regional Communications Center at 207-624-7076.
Meanwhile, the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner has identified the victim of a fatal fire in Benton. They say it was 62-year-old Paul Verveil. First responders were called to the fire on Pleasant Drive just after 2 o'clock Wednesday morning. When firefighters arrived, they found the single-family residence fully engulfed in flames. While they were fighting that fire, crews discovered Verveil deceased inside the home. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
Meanwhile, authorities are also investigating a deadly ATV crash in Rumford. According to game officials, the crash happened around 12:30 on Friday in the woods near Wyman Hill Road. Officials say a 78-year-old man was scouting for deer hunting season when he went up a steep hill and his ATV rolled over. He was thrown off and the machine landed on top of him, pinning him to the ground. His wife ran for help, but the man unfortunately died at the scene.
Well, here's some breaking news this morning. The Hancock County Sheriff's Department has issued a silver alert for a missing woman in Castine. They're trying to locate 82-year-old Allison McLeod, who was last seen Sunday afternoon around 4:30 p.m. She was leaving her home to travel to Bucksport and didn't return. Officials say she suffers from cognitive issues and was last seen driving a gray Toyota Prius with Maine registration 817 KDY. Officials say she doesn't have a cell phone and was last seen wearing a red windbreaker, sweater, and blue jeans. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is urged to contact the Hancock County Sheriff's Department.
And the Washington County Sheriff's Office is also searching for a missing teen out of Roque Bluffs. Liliana Rose Cook is 16 years old, 5'2", and around 120 pounds. She was last seen in Roque Bluffs and is believed to be with a male subject and possibly heading out of state. Cook was last seen in black and white sneakers, an off-the-shoulder white sweater, and carrying a black and pink backpack. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, piercings on her ears and nose, and a tattoo of a rose on her shoulder. If you see Cook, you are asked to contact the Washington County Sheriff's Office at 207-255-8308.
Well, harm reduction nonprofit Needlepoint Sanctuary is looking for donations and volunteers to help support their wraparound service days. Since April, the organization has provided meals on Tuesday at the Unitarian Universalist Society of Bangor. During that time, they offer on-site HIV testing, wound care, reproductive care, and other services. According to the nonprofit's executive director, they typically see around 100 people weekly, and with a growing HIV outbreak in Penobscot County, they have expanded their efforts by offering meals and services on Mondays as well.
Seeing over 100 people each week now, and it continues to grow because we work mostly with the unhoused community, and many of them, they don't have phones. And so consistency of services is really the most important thing.
Well, the nonprofit is also working towards securing a space where they can provide syringe services. Hurley says anyone interested in becoming a volunteer or donating to support their efforts can reach out by visiting their social media or website. That's needlepointsanctuary.org.
In other news this morning, University of Maine alumni came together Saturday for what organizers say was the largest homecoming celebration at the university to date. Our Callie Warren takes us up to the Orono campus.
And we had over 1,200 registrants, which is definitely the most we've ever had.
It's an event for friends, family, and former students alike.
I love seeing everybody coming back. We had two alums who showed up together who were roommates when they were in college, and they said, we're still best friends.
We were roommates. We have been friends for over 50 years.
Hundreds packed into the UMaine campus on Saturday to tailgate, explore, find old friends, and forge new connections.
UMO has got the best homecoming celebration.
While appreciating the changes over the years.
Well, I walk around and I go, what's that building? What's that building?
Alums from the 1960s to 2025 showed up to the event, saying it's the continued community that keeps them coming back to their college.
I feel like I'm 20.
Right. We've been coming for a long time to tailgates, years, 30, I don't know, 40 years.
I think it's running into people that we didn't expect to run into.
And just running into one person you haven't seen for years makes it all worth just coming here for today. But we love it. And we're like little kids anyway, so.
Some folks haven't been back to Orono since they turned their tassels, but others come back for every homecoming.
So homecoming is especially awesome because of everybody being here, but we've got a close-knit crew here, both from UMaine and also from the state, that we've been able to make connections with. It's just awesome every fall to be able to reconnect with people.
And for every game.
We have a lot of fun doing this here. So this is not a once a year thing for us. This is a every game here for us. So this is a lot of fun.
In Orono.
Go Black Bears!
Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Sounds like they had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Well, an Ellsworth 7th grader is battling cancer, and her community is stepping up to make sure she and her family don't do it alone. Sophia Benatti is in remission after months of leukemia treatment. Her family says she still has a long road ahead of her with years of more treatment. And a spaghetti supper fundraiser was held at the elementary and middle school cafeteria Friday to support the Benatti family. Beninati family, I should say. School faculty say the turnout shows the camaraderie of the community.
She is the light in my classroom. She just is so friendly, so outgoing, always happy, a great sport.
For the family, it's an important show of support at a difficult time.
I have so much gratitude towards it. It's amazing that they all come out for Sophie. She's such a good kid.
This event right now is very it's actually wonderful because it makes me emotional to see her in hospital every time I go.
Well, that dinner raised over $1,800. For more information on how to support the Beninati family, you can visit this story on our website for a link to their GoFundMe page. So nice to see people showing up. We certainly wish her the best.
I'm glad they had a good turnout too.
Yeah.
Well, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, Saturday marked 2 years since the Lewiston mass shooting tragedy. Many across the state are continuing to heal and support the Lewiston community.
We'll show you how coming up, but first another check of that forecast. It looks like a cloudy day ahead with rain showers, highs around 50 degrees. Partly cloudy and the rain will come to an end early tonight, lows dropping down to the upper 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs around 54. We'll be right back.
I am a big believer in super beta prostate. You'll notice less urges to urinate, and you won't be getting up at night for so many bathroom trips. I wouldn't say it if I didn't truly believe it.
When you bundle our Consumer Reports recommended Treasure mattress with Power Bobble Elite adjustable base, you get more relaxation and more energized mornings. I said, and more energized mornings.
Oh my God. Finding new adventures and extra confidence and extra miles and room for everyone and standout style. Courage Chevy lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $319 a month. Or well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Equinox models.
I never get the flu.
My kids don't need more shots.
I don't have time.
We're all healthy.
No matter how you build your excuses, the flu can blow your house down.
I can't believe I used up all my sick time.
I missed a week of school during finals.
Now my baby has it because of me.
The hospital?
Keep your foundation strong. Vaccinate.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Saturday marked 2 years since one of Maine's greatest tragedies, the Lewiston mass shooting. 18 people lost their lives on October 25th, 2023. Once again, our Callie Warren has more.
Last night, October 25th at approximately 6:56 p.m., the Auburn Communications Center received a 911 call of a male shooting in just-in-time, or the spare time, recreation center.
That night claimed the lives of 18 victims and led police on a 2-day manhunt for shooter Robert Card, who took his own life after committing the deadliest shooting in Maine history.
We all had a common goal to find him. It took 2 days, but we found him.
Card opened fire at a local bowling alley and recreation center at 6:56 p.m., killing 7. By 7:08 p.m., he traveled 4 miles to Schmenge's Bar and Grill and opened fire there, killing 8 individuals. 3 more victims died en route to or at Central Maine Medical Hospital in Lewiston. 13 others were injured, and countless family, friends, and loved ones were left mourning.
Too many Americans have lost loved ones or survived the trauma of gun violence.
Since that tragedy, efforts across the state have been taken to reduce gun violence and show support for victims. A proposed red flag law will be on ballots in November that would restrict individuals deemed at risk from possessing firearms. In September of 2025, survivors and victims of family members sued the federal government, mainly the U.S. Army, for their alleged inaction in recognizing Card's mental health issues. 2 years later, the community of Lewiston and those across the state continue to heal from this act of violence.
As we continue down the long and difficult road of recovery, let us remind ourselves that we are not alone, that we are Lewiston strong.
Callie Warren reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, Saturday also brought attention to referendum question 2 on this year's statewide ballot surrounding a red flag law. One side held an event on Sunday saying the mass shooting is why this question is on the ballot in the first place, while the other side accuses them of trying to politicize the tragedy. Max Williams has those details.
Community members say while nothing will take back that horrific night 2 years ago today, hope remains ahead of Election Day that could change how the state handles the future of gun violence.
From grief.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about him.
To a call for change.
Creating a safer future is a choice.
At Trinity Episcopal Church in Lewiston, supporters of Question 2 held what they called an interfaith gathering to remember, but what they specific call to action.
You cannot tell me that the laws in place 2 years ago when this shooting occurred are sufficient, because if they were sufficient, this event would not have happened.
In just 10 days, voters will take to the polls and decide whether Maine's current yellow flag law does enough to help take away guns from people deemed to be a risk to themselves or others. Arthur Barnard lost a son in the shooting, and he supports what's known as an extreme risk protection order, or red flag law.
Every other day you hear about a mass shooting. And it's always mental health. Of course it's mental health. What are we going to do? We can't just sit around and not do anything anymore.
But opponents of Question 2 are pushing back on claims a red flag law would have changed the outcome 2 years ago. They say Maine's yellow flag law wasn't used properly at the time. They also accuse organizers of this event of politicizing the tragedy.
They are utilizing that information, twisting it, playing on people's emotions in order to encourage them to think that we need more laws in Maine, which we do not.
Ultimately, it's going to be up to voters to decide on November 4th.
And that was Max Williams reporting.
The time now is 6:18. After the break, a large crowd was at Marlboro Beach this weekend for the annual Hallow Run 5K in Lemoyne.
Plus, Jamaica residents are preparing for Hurricane Melissa's landfall. Those stories and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
You're gripping a pumpkin spice latte, watching the home game on a Friday night. Earlier, you took the kids apple picking and almost made it through the corn maze. It's that time of year. Shorter days, cooler nights. Valley Home Services believes the comfort and warmth of home means more on nights like these. Comfort and warmth that comes from Fujitsu heat pumps. Valley Home Services has the most reliable choices for heating and cooling your home or business. Ditch the worry of heating bills and power outages all season long with Valley Home Services.
Go ahead, embrace the comfort.
It's another exciting year of high school football in the state of Maine. Get out and support your home team and be looking for the ABC7 Sports Blitz crew. You can get a free Sports Blitz t-shirt, then watch Sports Blitz during ABC7 News at 11 every Friday night during the football season. Blitz shirts courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Napa, Healing Strength Massage, Kyle McGeechan with Two Rivers Realty, Orland Variety, Rob's Hardware, Rose Bicycle, the John R. Crooker Agency, Varney Auto Group.
Davis Brothers Furniture is expanding. At Davis Brothers, we've always strived to stand out from the rest, and we are now proud to offer flooring for your home, featuring both carpeting and luxury vinyl flooring. We even have an installer in-house with over 30 years of experience. Come see the reason people have been traveling from all over the state and beyond to Davis Brothers Furniture in Guilford for decades. Davis Brothers Furniture, deliberately different, delivering statewide.
The annual Howl-O-Run 5K in Lemoyne drew a large crowd to Marlboro Beach over the weekend. The Halloween-themed race raises thousands to support animals across Hancock County.
Our Grace Blanchard has the story.
Your mark, get set, go!
With Halloween less than a week away, community members and their four-legged friends donned their best costumes for the return of a beloved race to support the SPCA of Hancock County.
Speechless here. I think it's the first one I've ever done where you got the start and finish here right along like the actual beach.
I like to see the dogs with their owners, and some of them are dressed up.
This year marks the 7th annual Jim Noble Howl-O-Run 5K.
The course runs by the ocean, lined with pumpkins. It's really a great day, and it helps us raise almost $10,000 for the animals.
According to the race director, the race is dedicated to former SPCA board president Jim Noble. All the money raised benefits the animals at the shelter.
A lot of times animals come to us, they haven't had just routine vaccinations, haven't been spayed, neutered, or they come to us with a serious injury or illness that requires surgery. So, yeah, this money will go a long way in helping the organization.
O'Keefe says they are grateful to see the kindness and support from the community continue to grow each year.
Just supporting a great cause for the pets out there. Yep, to adopt a good pet and to help them.
In Lemoyne, Grace Blanchard, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
I think that last dog's like, okay, enough of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to chill out here. But what a great event, though.
I like the one in the Batman costume.
Yeah.
That one's cute.
I like the sunflower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the time now is 6:22. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Already, there's that small craft advisory that's active along the coast, and that will be in effect until 8 p.m. as we head towards your Tuesday. Some active surf will be an issue as we do move forward. It's not too bad just yet at around 2 to 3 feet, but gusty winds later on today will get the ocean rather active, so we will need to monitor that as we do move forward in time. And we may even see that later on as we will need to keep an eye on Hurricane Melissa, but right now Jamaica will be the main ball game at play along the Caribbean. Look at this right here. Hurricane Melissa, Category 4 monster hurricane, winds up to around 150 miles per hour. Some higher gusts also being noted, moving to the west at around 5 miles per hour. Hurricane warnings and even some tropical storm warnings also posted. It will also be moving very soon after becoming a Category 5 hurricane. It will trek off to the northeast, and will also meet some high surf also becoming an issue. So we'll have to watch this later on for us, again with some high surf being the main threat, but we'll watch launch that in due time later on this week. But for us, it's that main area of low pressure sending some rain in our direction, which again is great news. It's been rather dry for us recently, and of course the rainfall we've had overall within the last few days or so has been rather welcome. Other parts of the Northeast and Canada staying dry thanks to that area of high pressure, and a large area at that. So again, we'll take any rain that we can get, and there's that area of high pressure that's been nearby recently. That area of low pressure sending that rain in our direction. That rain will be wrapping up very soon. There's Futurecast right there sending that rain in our direction. That rain wrapping up later on tonight and as we head towards parts of Tuesday morning. And there is a drought monitor right there showing a lot of drought for us, so we'll take any rain that we can get at this point. 50 degrees today, mostly cloudy with rain showers, and that north wind at around 25 miles per hour. Overnight, upper 30s, rain showers early, then partly cloudy, and that north wind at around 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-50s, partly cloudy, north wind at around 25 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast, brought to you by SR1 Companies. Wednesday, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-50s with mid-50s again for your Thursday under a mostly cloudy sky. Rain showers for Halloween, highs in the upper 50s.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
We can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the Twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Now to new clashes on the streets of Chicago and elsewhere as federal agents carry out their immigration crackdown. The latest tensions erupting as kids headed to a Halloween parade. ABC's Perry Russum has that story.
This morning, Homeland Security is defending actions taken by federal officers in Chicago over the weekend that sparked outrage from some residents.
Tear gas in Old Irving Park right now, our own neighborhood, scaring our children.
A Halloween parade for kids canceled after agents deployed what appeared to be tear gas.
We were supposed to be standing on this corner with hundreds of families walking around, and we're just being terrorized by ICE.
DHS says the agents were acting in self-defense after a crowd started gathering during the arrest of a construction worker who was in the country illegally.
I'm gonna throw it right back at you.
In another neighborhood, a confrontation with ICE agents turning violent.
Go ahead.
Angry residents shouting and masked agents making an arrest. Agents deploying a gas canister and moments later pushing a woman to the ground before driving off in a van.
Get up, get up.
And on Friday, agents were trying to arrest construction workers at a private home.
You have no permission to be on my
When one worker became caught in a tug of war with an agent and co-worker who managed to pull him through a window into the home. Border Patrol Commissioner Greg Bovino tells ABC News nearly 3,000 people have been arrested in Chicago so far since the immigration crackdown started last month. Bovino is due in court tomorrow after this video appeared to show him throwing tear gas last week. He's accused of violating a restraining order that limits the use of tactics to suppress protests. Homeland Security says Bovino had been hit in the head by a rock.
Bovino says agents are trying to use as little force as possible to keep people safe. Perry Russell, ABC News, New York.
Well, meanwhile, beaches in Montego Bay, Jamaica were deserted on Sunday as residents and business owners braced for Hurricane Melissa. Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 4 storm. Some reporting it has reached Category 5 and is expected to make landfall early this week. Signs at beach entrances warn visitors of closures due to the approaching hurricane, while preparations were underway to secure coastal properties. Plywood covered windows and doors and sandbags were placed to prevent flooding. Melissa has maximum sustained winds of up to 140 miles per hour and is expected to strengthen as it heads towards Jamaica. The U.S. National Hurricane Center warned that Jamaica could receive 15 to 30 inches of rain. The Jamaican Defense Force announced via social media that it is assisting the Ministry of Labor and Social Security with transporting and storing supplies before the hurricane hits.
A major break in the Louvre robbery. Police in Paris saying they've arrested some of the suspects in the daring daytime burglary. But those crown jewels worth more than $100 million still seem to be missing. Fox News correspondent Stephanie Bennett has more.
2 suspects are in custody, but the search is still on to find the missing French crown jewels before they're potentially destroyed. The Paris prosecutor's office said investigators made the arrests Saturday night, adding that one of the men taken into custody was preparing to leave the country from Paris's Charles de Gaulle airport. The Parisian newspaper says the 2 men were known to police. They're in their 30s and originally from a suburb north of Paris. It all began last Sunday around 9:30 in the morning, just after the Louvre Museum had opened. The suspects used a basket lift to gain access to the Apollo Gallery, where they cut through a window with power tools. They then destroyed display cases to steal the precious items worth more than $102 million within. 8 items in total, including earrings, necklaces, a brooch, and crown. The whole ordeal only lasted around 7 minutes before they went back down the ladder and escaped on motorcycles. The French public prosecutor appeared furious with the way the arrests were announced, saying it was a premature leak of information and it could hinder the investigation. For now, investigators will be looking at cell phone records and maybe looking to make a deal to find the items before it's too late.
They can take the stones out of their settings. They can drive them out of France. They can go to Tel Aviv or Antwerp or even India, where specialists will happily recut the stones into smaller stones that they can sell and that will be completely untraceable.
As a precaution, the Louvre has moved some of its most precious jewels to a vault 85 feet underground in the Bank of France. In London, Stephanie Bennett, Fox News.
This morning, a growing number of families are feeling the pain as the government shutdown stretches into another week. Experts warn more than 40 million Americans could be impacted by the food assistance program set to run out by the end of the week. The U.S. Agriculture Department, which administers the SNAP food assistance program, announcing the well has run dry. The message on the website blaming Senate Democrats in an unusually partisan message for the shutdown. Meanwhile, many food banks are struggling to keep up with the demand, especially with fewer donations coming in. Experts warn that roughly 1 in every 8 Americans could see their food assistance run out later on this week. Wow. Coming up in the next hour of Good Morning Maine, we'll have the head of Manna Ministries visiting us to tell us what they're seeing over there too. They're really sending out the need, setting out the call for help.
Very important.
Yeah.
And coming up on the second half of the newscast, the town of Belfast is already getting into the holiday spirit with one special Santa.
We'll have that story and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Foggy's Pub,
your place for fun, food, and friends in Palmyra, Maine.
Davis Brothers Furniture is expanding. At Davis Brothers, we've always strived to stand out from the rest, and we are now proud to offer flooring for your home, featuring both carpeting and luxury vinyl flooring. We even have an installer in-house with over 30 years of experience. Come see the reason people have been traveling from all over the state and beyond to Davis Brothers Furniture in Guilford for decades. Davis Brothers Furniture, deliberately different, delivering statewide.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. We're hometown Mainers serving Maine for over 34 years. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, foundation wall repair. We fix cracked, broken slabs, gutters, and energy savings too. For a free estimate, call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Glamour, power, drama. This week on Good Morning America, Kim Kardashian, Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash, Sarah Paulson, Tiana Taylor. 5 extraordinary women take over the morning live on Good Morning America.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, October 27. Where are we? 2025. I got the year right. It's also National American Beer Day. I promise I have not been drinking.
This is a day to set aside the imports and celebrate distinctly domestic lagers and ales brewed across the country. While the history of beer dates as back as 7,000 years ago, the drink didn't appear in the U.S. until the 16th century. The first official brewery in the U.S. opened in Manhattan, and now Americans consume about 6.3 billion gallons of beer each year.
That's a lot of beer. That's a lot of beer. All right, time for some more history. It was on this date back in 1787, the first Federalist Papers were published. Those were a series of essays calling for the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. In 1873, Joseph Glidden applied for a patent on his barbed wire design, an invention that forever changed the face of the American West. Of course, it kind of chopped everything up and everything was kind of closed off, so things certainly changed out there. Absolutely. In 1904, New York Mayor George McClellan took the controls on the inaugural run of the brand new subway system in New York. And in 1962, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, a U-2 reconnaissance aircraft was shot down while flying over the communist nation. That one ended up killing the pilot.
In 1975, rocker Bruce Springsteen landed on the covers of both Time and Newsweek magazines. It marked his transition from struggling bar band legend to the boss. In 2004, the Boston Red Sox won their first World Series since 1918, sweeping the St. Louis Cardinals in 4 games.
The curse of the Bambino came to an end that year.
And in 2006, the last Ford Taurus rolled off the assembly line in Georgia as drivers shifted towards SUVs. The keys were actually given to 85-year-old Truett Cathy, the founder of the Chick-fil-A fast food franchise. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And in 2018, a gunman shot and killed 11 people and wounded 6 others during an attack on a synagogue in Pittsburgh. It was the deadliest attack on Jews in U.S. history.
All right, for birthdays today, they include TV personality Kelly Osbourne, who is 41 years old today. Country singer Lee Greenwood is 83. And English actor John Cleese is 86 years old. You might not know him.
I don't.
But he was huge back with the Monty Python movies and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And you might, he had like a cameo in Harry Potter too.
Oh, really?
So you might recognize him for that. But just a super, super funny guy.
Absolutely.
So happy birthday to you also, if your birthday is today.
We're going to turn things back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Alrighty, here we go. We have a small crowd advisory that is posted until 8 p.m. as we head towards your Tuesday along the coast. Some active surf will be expected until about that time frame, so we will need to keep an eye on that. We do have an area of low pressure that continues to sit and spin, and that will be sending some rainfall in our direction. We'll definitely take it, though, as we continue to deal with some rather severe to extreme drought across a good part of the state. So whatever we can get, we'll definitely welcome. We do have high pressure not too far away either, keeping a good part of the Northeast and even Canada dry at this moment in time. So futurecast moving forward, we have more rain on the way for us today, and the rain will start to back off later on tonight, even as the sky becomes partly cloudy in the parts of Tuesday morning. So gusty winds also a thing today, reaching up to about 20, even 25 miles per hour at times. Your hourly forecast moving forward, again, mostly cloudy with rain on the way, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
All right, thank you, Devin. Well, from one holiday to another, for many years during Christmas time, downtown Belfast has been filled with colorful lights.
But those lights are in need of repair, and they're calling on a cherished holiday character for a little help. Our Doug Banks has more.
Well, believe it or not, the holiday season is right around the corner, and I'm here in Belfast, where I've heard there's a Christmas character that's beloved by the city. So I'm here to find out who is Broken Neck Santa.
He is actually about this tall, and the story is that he was looking behind his back.
It is literally a Santa that looks like he has a broken neck. He goes like this.
But for the past 50 years on High Street in Belfast, he's been more than a Santa Claus in need of a sleigh ride to the chiropractor.
Broken Neck Santa are holiday lights that hang in downtown Belfast. They hang from McLeod's Furniture down to the Belfast Free Library. They are the first sign of the holidays coming.
It's amazing when the street is illuminated.
But when the lights were being put away last year, they noticed the historic lights were in need of new wiring and hardware. Now they're turning to the public for help. A GoFundMe has been set up to help the coastal city shine bright this holiday season.
It's no longer safe to hang, so we are fundraising with Our Town Belfast, the City of Belfast, and the Belfast Area Chamber of Commerce.
Broken Neck Santa is a beloved image that represents everything in Belfast that we do for the Christmas holidays.
Their goal is $10,000. So far, they've raised around $3,000. To learn more, visit our website, foxbangor.com. In Belfast, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a thing in Belfast.
I didn't either, but hopefully they get to where they need to get.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, still to come here this morning, Max Sturm with sports.
Don't go away.
Democrats have a three-part plan for 2026. Win control of Congress, stop Trump's momentum, and completely erase his agenda. If Republicans don't hold the majority, President Trump's historic achievements are at risk. Extending the premium tax credits working families use to pay for health care is how Republicans deliver on the promises that gave them the majority and protect Trump. Senator Collins, protect our premium tax credits and we'll protect the majority and the MAGA agenda.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
This is my
Playpen.
I get that, Your Honor.
Perfect.
Judge Judy never misses a beat.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, folks. Thank you for joining us. We'll start up in Orono as the Maine Black Bears hosted the second game of their doubleheader with Colgate. Remember, still no Josh Nadeau in this one for the Black Bears. And in the first period, the Raiders offense is going to get the scoring started for us as Jack Brandt tips one right in front of the net to make it 1-0. And you know what? Why have one when you could have two? This time, Brandt, a nice feed from his teammate in front of the net, and he just lays it into the net. 2-0 Raiders. Now Maine on the attack with a power play opportunity. The cap, Thomas Friel, from a low angle fires one to the far post and puts Maine on the board. They would score again, and we're heading into overtime. Charlie Russell gets tripped up here, but look who's right there to pick it up. Max Scott is there, and he goes all the way to the net and fires past the goaltender to give the Bears a 3-2 victory. Now right next door to Alphon Stadium we go for Black Bear football for their homecoming game versus Elon University. Riding 3 straight wins, looking to make it 4 after the bye week. It'll be the Phoenix with the ball first. QB Landon Clark, deep shot for his receiver into double coverage, and it's intercepted by who else but Devin Vaught. This guy's a ball-hawking safety, and he proves it right there. However, Elon gets a nice stop, and they get the ball back. This time they'll hand it off to Jameel Williams. He breaks a couple tackles and gets into the paint, giving the Phoenix a 7-0 lead. Let's go ahead and move into the second quarter. Maine's got to make something happen here. Peavy fires over the middle, and it's caught by Jake Kusera, and he takes it all the way in for the score. Now we are tied 7-7. Black Bears defense gets a nice stop as well and gets the job done. Now Peavy uncorks one deep for Gianni Rossito, and he gets the job done, gets 2 toes inbounds. Maine keeps the win streak alive, and they win 35-14. Let's kick it south to Biddeford now for a Maine Classic as the Husson Eagles and the UNE Nor'easters clashed in the annual Lobster Trap game. Husson coming off of a big homecoming win of their own, looking to steal the trap back. Let's pick it up here late in the first half. Eagles QB Max Clark takes the snap. He looks left. He throws deep for Jacob Lenz. He's got it in stride. No one stops him. Husson takes the lead. But UNE had time, and they've got it in the red zone. A handoff to Damian Jones. He cuts it outside and uses his speed to get in, and it's 14-all. Still some time remaining here in the first half, though. Husson trying to use the remaining of that time to take the lead back, but Clark's pass is going to be intercepted by Oscar Clark. Keep the game tied at 14. Early in the third quarter now, UNE at the goal line. Jones gets the call again, and he leaps into the end zone. UNE takes the lead, and eventually the dub. They win 38-28 and keep the trap in Bedford. We now head to Boston, where the Bruins look to snap a 6-game losing streak against the Colorado Avalanche. First period, no score. Nathan McKinnon feeds Arturi Lekkinen, who scores with a snapshot, his first of 2 on the day. Avs up 1-0. Later in the first period, we go. Same score, and it's Victor Arvidsson, and he ricochets the puck off Scott Wedgwood into the net for the goal. And we're going to go ahead and get a replay on that one. Arvidsson banks in off the wrister, off Wedgwood, and the Bruins tie it at 1. Still first period, same score. Tanner Janot finds Michael Isamont, who scores the wrister, and the Bruins would go on to take a 3-2 win and break that streak. Finally tonight, we head to Foxborough, where an underappreciated former Patriots player, Lawrence Guy, has decided to hang up the cleats after 13 years and retire a Patriot. Guy started his career being drafted by the Green Bay Packers as a defensive tackle in the 7th round of the 2011 draft. After jumping around from team to team, he finally landed on the Patriots in 2017, where he would stick around until 2023. 7 seasons with the Patriots, being a big part of that front 7, he would play an instrumental role in the 2018 Super Bowl season would later be named to the Patriots All-2010s team. Here's Lawrence Guy and Elliot Wolf on the retirement.
Today, Lawrence will be signing a 1-day contract to officially retire as a New England Patriot, and it's my privilege to welcome Lawrence Guy back home.
I wasn't selfish. I didn't think about myself.
I wanted to make sure that the person next to me had the same success that I did, because that person was going to make sure I made plays for that person to make plays. And it's one of those things that when you lay your head down at night, you understand that you did what you could when you could do it and left it on the field.
That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Pat's Pizza in Holden suggests calling now for reserving your next event or party. Their 2 indoor golf simulators are now open, and they're taking reservations for the fall season. Please check their Facebook page for indoor golf specials. Pat's Pizza Holden.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Healthcare costs are up 75% in the last 10 years. Now millions are losing coverage to pay for tax cuts for the wealthy, and Mainers could see their monthly premiums jump $1,500. Congressman Jared Golden is working to fix this, to extend tax credits so families don't have to choose between going to the doctor and paying for groceries. Congressman Golden has always had our back when it comes to lowering costs. Call Congressman Golden. Tell him to keep fighting.
I am a big believer in super beta prostate. You'll notice less urges to urinate, and you won't be getting up at night for so many bathroom trips. I wouldn't say it if I didn't truly believe it.
Welcome back, everyone. Even though Halloween isn't until next Friday, a few communities in the area were not waiting around to celebrate the spooky holiday. First, we'll start in Holden, where hundreds of families got the chance to get some sweet treats on Saturday. For the very first time, the RSU 63 parent-teacher group held their trunk or treat event at the Holden School, gathering kids and adults alike, all dressed in their spookiest gear. And next, we'll head to Bangor, where the Mid-Mall parking lot transformed into a Halloween wonderland. Friday night was the second annual Mid-Mall Trunk or Treat. Organizers say families were invited to enjoy a safe, festive evening filled with decorated trunks, costumes, candy, and community spirit. And lastly, in Levant, at the fire department, they hosted their annual open house trick-or-treat event. Folks of all ages on Friday night got to enjoy candy and games, all in the name of Halloween spirit. Arriving on Friday night as well was the department's brand new fire truck, which, according to Fire Chief Eric Strout, will serve Levant and the surrounding communities for years to come. And that will be all for this newscast. Thank you for joining us, and you can join us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine next on Fox 22. Have a great day, everyone.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Already, there's that small craft advisory that's active along the coast, and that will be in effect until 8 p.m. as we head towards your Tuesday. Some active surf will be an issue as we do move forward. It's not too bad just yet at around 2 to 3 feet, but gusty winds later on today will get the ocean rather active, so we will need to monitor that as we do move forward in time. And we may even see that later on, as we will need to keep an eye on Hurricane Melissa. But right now, Jamaica will be the main ball game at play along the Caribbean. Look at this right here. Hurricane Melissa Category 4 monster hurricane. Winds up to around 150 miles per hour. Some higher gusts also being noted, moving to the west at around 5 miles per hour. Hurricane warnings and even some tropical storm warnings also posted. It will also be moving very soon after becoming a Category 5 hurricane. It will trek off to the northeast, and will also mean some high surf also becoming an issue. So we'll have to watch this later on for us, again with some high surf being the main threat, but we'll watch that in due time later on this week. But for us, it's that main area of low pressure sending some rain in our direction, which again is great news. It's been rather dry for us recently, and of course the rainfall we've had overall within the last few days or so has been rather welcome. Other parts of the northeast and Canada staying dry thanks to that area of high pressure, and a large area at that. So again, we'll take any rain that we can get, and there's that area of high pressure that's been nearby recently. That area of low pressure sending that rain in our direction. That rain will be wrapping up very soon. There's Futurecast right there sending that rain in our direction. That rain wrapping up later on tonight and as we head towards parts of Tuesday morning. And there is a drought monitor right there showing a lot of drought for us, so we'll take any rain that we can get at this point. 50 degrees today, mostly cloudy with rain showers, and that north wind at around 25 miles per hour. Overnight, upper 30s, rain showers early, then partly cloudy, and that north wind at around 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-50s, partly cloudy, north wind at around 25 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast, brought to you by SR1 Companies. Wednesday, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-50s with mid-50s again for your Thursday under a mostly cloudy sky. Rain showers for Halloween, highs in the upper 50s.
Looking to power your home or business with efficiency and reliability? At Ideal Energy Solutions, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services, heat pump installation and service, and are an authorized Generac dealer, built to keep you running in any weather. We're proud registered vendors with Efficiency Maine, from residential upgrades to commercial installations. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Autumn is here. That means winter is just around the corner, and so are higher energy bills. But when Washington tried to cut critical heating assistance to thousands of Mainers, it was Senator Susan Collins who rescued it. A fierce defender of the program, Senator Collins has secured $700 million in funds to help Mainers afford their heating bills, providing essential help for those on fixed incomes. Call, thank Senator Collins, and ask her to keep fighting and winning for Maine.
Hi, I need new tires. Perfect timing. Right now, during our tire savings event, when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th for only $1. Wow, that's a great deal. Right? Can you imagine finding a tire for less?
Sorry, honey. Mama needs a tire.
No, definitely not. No. Let's get you those tires.
Okay.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Whether you live here or just passing through, Mason's Down East in Machias treats everyone like a local. Signature brews? Check. Imaginative food with a Down East twist? Double check. Stop in and see what's brewing, because honestly, life's too short for boring beer and tiny portions.
Every step is killer.
Each spin is a thriller.
It's Halloween night. Downright creepy, deliciously spooky fun.
Halloween night on Dancing with the Stars, live ABC Tuesday.
Well, thank you for joining us. That will be all for this hour, but you can join us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine next on Fox 22.
Thanks for being there, everyone. We hope you have a great day.